Hello friends, we meet again. Alright, today's craft is going to be a simple one. I know I say that and sometimes it goes a little long because I like to add things. But I think this one I'm keeping fairly simple. So, it's just a little house I found, and it's actually a chalkboard. And so what I'm going to do is just stain this outside. I'm going to paint this part white and put this over it. And then I have a few other things that I'm going to do with it. But I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly and make this a bit of a shorter video than I've been making. And there's no particular reason, I just like to mix it up a little bit. My videos tend to go a little bit longer, and that's just because, I don't know, I think because I get so technical with stuff, I get into more steps, so I want to be able to show you guys what I'm doing, and for you to understand it in case you would like to make it yourself. So, okay, just taking the Waverly antique wax and going over this wood part with the grain here. I've been getting good feedback. People are saying they're really liking the videos, the tutorials, and like I said, I know that they can go a little bit long, 15 to sometimes maybe, I think I made one that was like 25 minutes. And again, it just varies by the amount of steps that I have to take doing it. And I want to be thorough for you guys. I want to make sure that you leave the channel, knowing what to do if you want to do it, or having some inspiration to do it your own way. Alright, so that's all stained, and so what I'm going to do now is paint. Actually, I'm going to get a different paintbrush that has like an angle to it, but I'm going to paint this inside with white. This is actually white, and that's because that is white. This will get distressed, of course. You guys know me. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this inside white. If I don't do that, it's going to end up showing, the black will end up showing through the tissue paper, and it takes away the design, and I don't want to do that. So guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And hit the little bell, and that will give you notifications every time I upload. I started this channel with a whole bunch of things in mind, actually, for it. And our homestead is, it's also growing food and raising animals, projects. So it's definitely crafts. It's something I definitely like to do. But it's all of that. And I will be adding more of everyday stuff as well. There's still going to be the crafting. I try to upload a video every day, but that's not always possible. I'm sure you guys understand that, life gets busy. But I have had some requests by multiple people about adding more videos with the animals. So I also do renovations, all kinds of stuff is really on this. Sometimes it's just to say hi, see how everybody's doing. It's fun. We have a good time here. So if you've joined us now and you like what you see and you want to continue, feel free to subscribe. Also, go over to Facebook and follow me there. I post everything there, so it's not just videos and everything, but there's lots of other stuff, information, events, any of that stuff gets posted there. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm at the end of this Mod Podge. I'm trying to use it up. You can see, I've used it with cinnamon so much. Cinnamon everywhere on it. It doesn't really show. The cinnamon, it doesn't really show much, so it doesn't bother me. But also, even if it did, it still wouldn't bother me because it, again, makes it look distressed as far as I'm concerned. Alright, and this just has little gold hearts on it. So we're gonna try to make sure I got these hearts straight. So you can see a little bit of the cinnamon coming through. That's okay with me because, again, I'm gonna distress this further. All that does is help me. So I'm getting this all to the edge, and then I'm gonna grab my razor blade and just cut this off. And I'm probably gonna put some kind of border around this. So like maybe some twine. Beads would be too big for this. Alright, that's good. So you can kind of see how there's wrinkles in here. It's pretty rare that I use like my little iron to get rid of wrinkles. I actually like the wrinkles. I think they look really good. I think that it helps with the distressed look that I go for. I like them. And when I go over this, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start distressing this. And again, I'm going to go back to my Waverly antique wax. This stuff is just great for everything. So, alright, I have a baby wipe. And I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to spread it out fairly thin so that it's not crazy dark. I don't want it to be as dark as this, but I do want the color to change. Alright, so I'm going over with a clean part of it just to lighten it up more. See, and I love what it does, all these marks and areas that it just, the wax just picks it up. And you can see it really well. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is actually glue the twine around there because I want to distress that, but also I need it to be in place in order to do all of my stamping. Alright, so I found this. This came off of a different project. And it's twine, but it's braided. It's already braided. I have 2 of them, so that gives me enough to go all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. See how that looks. I don't know. I think it'll be cute. Just add a little something to it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to run with it. So we'll start here at the bottom. And I'm going to cut this little piece so that it's a flat edge. And I use my finger guard so I don't burn myself because it's a little bit, oh, probably help if I had glue in there, right? Might, a little bit. Alright. So let's just put it right in the corner here. A little bit, nothing crazy. I'm going to try to not have it leak out, but we know that that's not always the case. Alright, so far so good. There! What do we think? I think that's cute. Okay. Now that that's done, I can finish doing some distressing. So now I want to go in here and kind of make it darker. It's almost like shading. You know what I mean? So if you ever had something that was, you know, older, underneath stuff would get dirty, that kind of thing. And I'm going over the rope, the twine as well, this braid, just to make it not look so new. Alright, so I'm also going to go in with a little bit of black. Come on, you knew that was coming. And I do the black because of the variations and in color, that it just makes it look better, to my eye anyway. So I'm just gonna go a little bit. It's a dry brush. Doing the same thing. So you're just giving it all the layers and the variations of colors. And I've been on a kick lately with these colors. I just love them. I've done a few videos, the last couple of videos actually, where it's got some pink in it. And that's just, I'm doing that for you guys and I like it too, it's pretty. But I'm doing that for variation of styles, so that there's something for everyone really. And I'm gonna go over this middle part with a pretty dry brush. I'm only hitting really the high parts, the wrinkles, and all of that. That's really what I'm concentrating on getting to right now. I want to keep the brown in the low areas, and just see what I mean about the wrinkles, you guys. I love them. I just think they add so much character. So I'm gonna stain this heart and then distress it. And then I'm gonna paint that little heart red and just have that one little bitty pop of color. Now we'll do the red, Imperial Red, of course, which is my favorite. I've been using this red quite a bit for my Valentine's Day, and actually for Christmas too. I gotta get more, but it is one of my favorite reds to use. And again, all of this will be distressed. But you knew that, right? You guys already knew that. Alrighty, look what a pretty red that is. I love that color. And look how pretty that's gonna be on there. Alright, I need Iced Espresso. This is Metallic Luster by Deco Art Iced Espresso. This is my favorite one. They have 3, I think, different colors. This is my favorite. And so what I'm going to do first is, actually I need my trusty ink pads. I'm going to go ahead and go over these hearts a little bit and the edges and just distress. See, you can just see the black, which I just think it looks so good. And also I'm going to do it with the red. Look at that. Beautiful. I love it. I feel like this though needs a little bit more distressing. Cute. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is, see the gold? These hearts are actually gold. They're a light colored gold, and now are even more distressed. So I added a little bit of water on my mat here with some of this to make it easier to work with. I just want to get it around these edges. It makes it a little bit easier to deal with. I'm gonna just add some to the middle, but not cover it completely. I don't know if you can see that. Just blend it a little bit. So it's just got a tiny bit of a shimmer. Do you see that? I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it's just a little bit. I'm going to go over it again with my ink pad to get these edges a little bit darker, but it just gives it a little bit. I'm going to do the same with this one. Yeah, that's going on really nicely. Do the edges. And all I'm trying to do is bring that gold color into another part of the project. Again, just gives it a little bit of shimmer. You can still see the red color. I like it. I like it. Do you guys like it? I should make the messy bow real quick so that I know how far down to put the stamp. This one that's going to go here. Remember when? Making these tiny bows is a little bit more difficult. Alright, we got that. We got this. We're going to go with another dark piece. And then we'll go with a light piece. And then we'll go with more cheesecloth. So I think I'm going to do probably just 4 layers of this. Just because of... this is going to be cut down quite a bit. Let's see, we'll go with this ticking. Alright, so I made this bow. This is one of the messy bows. If you guys want to see it, just go right over to the video. It's there. It's bigger than I need it right now. I'm going to definitely cut this down. So we're going to shake it out. Alrighty, and we're going to trim it down. It's going to go on here, but see, that's too big. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this down quite a bit. Trim it in a circle. So, teeny tiny little bow. That is going to go right there. I'm going to shake it out a little bit. I don't know, something just happened to my camera, so it might not have caught everything. And if not, I apologize. So it's going to go here, and I'm just going to get an itty bitty button to put in the middle. Got to trim a little bit more. So I'm going to go with a tiny button, like, I have smaller ones than that, so let's see. Maybe go with a teeny one. That's good. I go right there in the peak. Do I want it come down? And down a little bit. And then these 2 hearts. I think that looks cute. What do we think? We like? I think it's adorable. And I'm just going to do this little button right here. I feel like this needs something though. What does that need? Something. It needs something. Alright guys, I am changing my mind. That needs something right there. It's too, I don't know, plain. So I'm going to turn this into a tag instead. Try to give it enough room so I can cut it. Like that. And then use my fancy little scissors here. So I cut the edges here. Yeah, so that should fit. Might have to cut the edges straight. That's not bad actually. I just feel like it needed something, it needed to be lifted. Something, yeah, you get it, right? You get it. Alright, so I'm going to distress this a little bit. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do though is I've got fancy edges. I'm going to use this stuff again. And I'm going to go around the edges a little bit. And let's see if we can get some around the edges here. Again, just for that little shimmer. Yeah, gives it a little bit of a shimmer. Brings it in, ties everything together. I think that looks good. Alright guys, last step. I went ahead and crinkled up the piece of cardstock. and did a little bit of shimmer on the edges, and that's gonna go right there. And that will be it for this project. Let's make sure I have that level here. Alright, so then I'll go right across. I think this definitely looks better than just stamping it right on the thing. There, what do we think, you guys? I think that looks great. That's so cute. That little shimmer just adds to it. Might put some on the little button. Alright, and I'm just gonna make this a little bit distressed. Just a little. Some of this is it's too new looking. Like the ticking, it's all brand new, so it's looks it. This is my black ink pad, and I usually do this beforehand. I just didn't even think of it. And fluff it up. And then trim it where it needs it. What do we think, guys? What do we think? I love it. I think it's so cute. It's so adorable. It's just a sweet little house. Remember when. I love it. Alright, guys. Until next time, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.